Hey everyone, it's a very cold, drabby day today, and it's kind of rainy, but we're going to paint anyway. I'm getting paint all over me today, so why not throw some on some canvas? So I'm going to do a flip and drag. This is a color palette that I had used in the past. I'm going to give it another go. I am going to use a 5-ounce cup, and I'm going to spray that with my WD-40 silicone spray in the black can. It just releases the paint from the cup, and I do like to rub it in on a flip and drag. I don't need any additional cells. All my paints do have silicone in them, so we don't have to worry about creating cells with the WD-40. However, you'll get some tiny ones from that if you use it. Okay, so first color in is just going to be lamp black. And I do about a tablespoonful of each color. My next color will be the Galaxy Blue Shimmer. This is a Prussian blue tint. We'll follow that with Grumbacher Cerulean Blue Hue. And I'm going to finish with a mix that I made. It's Fine Touch Ocean Green mixed with a little bit of the Galaxy Blue. So I got this color that is kind of like an island blue. And we're going to add that to the mix. Now I am working on a gallery wrap. So I have to make sure that I stretch this really well. So I want to get as much of that white off the top of the canvas as possible. So I'm going to go ahead and flip this cup. And as you'll see, the paint just releases from that cup and falls to the canvas. It's fun to watch it go down. And that way you kind of know when it's safe to go ahead and start moving that cup. So as soon as that black finishes going down, I will start floating that cup. Now a lot of times when you flip a cup, you'll feel like the suction is there. If you want to get rid of the suction, all you have to do is take a push pin, hold your cup on the edges, and pop a hole. That will release the suction, and that'll give you a wiggly cup. Try to float that cup on top of the white and not hit the bottom of the canvas. Sometimes you just can't help it. You will hit the canvas. I do it too, so... I have a lot of black there, which is okay. I almost want to go in and run through again, but I'm afraid I might. Let's do it. I'm game. So I'm going to grab from up here, and if you notice I dipped my cup in white. I'm going to grab some paints and move them around. And yes, I am hitting canvas on this because I'm moving paint. But we're going to fix that. So I'm going to let it rest for a second. I'm going to go ahead and torch, get some air bubbles out, and then we're going to move this around. I'm going to bring it this way first to get that paint here back on the canvas. And as you can see, it's moving towards the side. So while that's doing that, I'm touching the spots that were a little low and letting that paint flow in. And then I'll bring it down this way and bring it all back to the middle to where I feel like it's balanced again. Just touch that spot there. And I'm going to go ahead and place a little bit of white there just so I can get it to move. Alright, now we're going to stretch back and forth. So we want to open this paint up. that gives me little areas where I'll have fun with the airbrush. I may take a little bit of this off the end. There. Okay, so I think I'm happy with it there. Now I want a torch because I want to see if I can get some cells in that white and finish popping the air bubbles. So I'm not seeing anything amazing coming up through there. A lot of times I'll slide my canvas over and see what I have on my pad, but this would not match that at all. However, this would match down here. So I'm going to pick up just a little bit of this, bring it around, and I'm going to place that color right in there. And it already has cells, so I don't have to worry about that. Now, when you do something like that, you don't want it to stick out. Like, oh, look, you put me there. So we're going to take our finger, and we're just going to touch the edges to blend it with what's there. And then when I use the airbrush, we can blend that in on the very tip. Okay, so let's go ahead and airbrush this out. We're just pushing the very edges out. We don't want to come in and grab this paint because then you'll muddy up your edges. You can get some amazing cells with the black going out. It's beautiful lacing. And you don't have to push everything out. You can pick and choose areas where you want it out. See, now here I have a big band of white. I am going to touch that a little bit with my finger just to move that paint around. And I'm going to push it with the airbrush just a little bit. And I'm going to leave that edge alone because I like that little bit of wispiness there. And same with this, just moving that into that. Now when you're working on your other side, always flip your canvas around. It's easier to push the paint out than to pull it back towards you. I did get a few cells come up through there. I don't mind that little band of white there. It's not like bothering me a lot. Usually things bother me. And that is where we placed some colors, so that worked out really well right there. My airbrush sounds like it's struggling a little bit, doesn't it? This is really pretty here, so I'm just moving it out a little bit. A little wispiness. And you don't have to blow these out. You can play around with a skewer and move some things around and stretch it out. I just like playing with my airbrush. It's kind of my niche. One too long there, so I'll take it off. If you do splatter a color on your white, don't pick up white from your pad to camouflage. Touch it with your glove. Your glove is like an eraser. Let's see if I can show you. This little tip here. I'll take this little bit of black off. And it's gone. It's on my glove. Okay, so I think I'm going to leave this alone now. I'm going to give it one more torch. And then I will give you a close-up because some of this stuff in here is beautiful. Still looking to see if anything else will come up through that white. It's got little bitty ones in there. Alright, let me lift her up. So we have a lot of interesting, that's where I placed that color. Right here. And you can barely tell that that was added on because it blended in so well with the black. But I'm really loving this. It's pretty. So there you go, guys. Subscribe if you haven't already. Click on that bell for notifications. Make sure you click all so you'll get notified when I upload a new video. Click like and share. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. If you have any questions, you can also leave that in the comment box. Or you can join our group on Facebook, the Parage Posse, with Christina Welch. You don't have to be an artist to be a member there. You can come and look at other people's work. Purchase paintings from artists that are there. I'm sure they'd love that. And also check out my Facebook page, Christina Welch Art. You can also contact me through there. Shop with us on Etsy for all your paint, for the paintings and acrylic skin jewelry. I also have my Parage Posse paints on there in the jars. These are ready to pour. If you're interested in purchasing these, just email me at christinawelchart@yahoo.com. All you got to do is take the cap off and use them for your paint pouring. You can get them with and without silicone. Paint supplies, Amazon, of course, the airbrush, our pads, our torch, anything you can think of that we use for paint pouring is in my Amazon shop. So check that out and join us every Monday night live at 9 p.m. right here on this channel. We are live from 9 to 11 doing paint pours, answering questions, and just having a great time. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all on the next one. Bye now.